Alright guys, welcome back. Our guest is right here with us and his name is Phillip Elekwa, aka Dr. Fields. He's a singer, songwriter and a veterinary doctor by profession. Now this is why he's sometimes referred to as a musical veterinarian. Now welcome, Dr. Fields.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Fields in the studio!
My guys, thank you very much.
Imagine it being the old injection pack. I mean,
It is.
so inject dogs.
Yes, I
Oh
inject,
my
I inject
God.
dogs.
I don't like dogs.
I could
You don't like
actually,
dogs?
I
actually
eat
inject
dog.
you if you allow me to.
No. You do animals. I'm a human being. It's good to have you in the house.
Thank you very much.
Now, a veterinary doctor and a musician, gospel artist. How did you come to be?
Well, being
Okay,
a
that's a serious
musician is a gift.
Okay.
It came as a talent, you get. And in modern day Nigeria, even if you are talented, you need to back it up with stuff. And so that's the reason going to school. Well, I come from a family that is education oriented. If you were in my house and
And you said music.
you were not reading,
Oh, okay.
my dad could tell you, see, choose between reading and going to go and kneel down. It's as bad as that.
Okay.
So now I had to make a choice of going to school at least, and then, well, midway I decided for myself that I was going to be someone who was well educated and a musician, so as to be a mentor to people who are coming up in the future saying, I want to be a musician. There is this thing that we had as an orientation while growing up. We felt once you're a musician, you can drop out from school. It was a trend back then.
Yeah.
Once you just indicate that you want to do music,
You can leave
you
school.
just leave school.
You don't leave
And I start telling you, she whiskey go school ni, Dangote no go school get money, and then you are killing yourself. You are lying to yourself. That if you read about Dangote, so that you read almost every day. Again, those people didn't just drop out of school. Probably what they were doing occupied their time so much that they had to leave it. You get.
Okay, so now it brings me to there's a lot of question I want to ask you now. Now you talked about your parents. You grew up from a home whereby reading is just important.
Yeah.
Now, were your parents actually in support of you doing music? Like, daddy, mommy, I want to do music. In as much as you want me to read, but I want to do music. Were they in support of that? How were you able to, to present that to them?
And you didn't get flogged.
Yeah.
Or you didn't kneel down.
Well, there was this night I walked up to my mom in the kitchen. I said, "Mommy, I want to be doing, I want to sing. I want to be a singer." And she just looked at me. She didn't say anything. Then she now said, "Well, it is not bad," and she kept quiet. But for my dad, I didn't tell it to him till he got late. I didn't mention it for one day. But I would always sneak out for rehearsals. Like, I could remember when I was to pick up my jam form in 2005.
Okay.
I used that excuse to go for rehearsals. And that went to work. I knew that between 12 and 2, he'll be back. So I stepped out 9 o'clock. In those days, we used to have
By 11,
long...
you're back.
Yeah, we used to have long rehearsals from 9 to like 6, sometimes 6 in the evening. We enjoyed it. Again, it was something that we just loved doing. We just wild time, and we keep writing songs, keep rehearsing, keep perfecting everything. So that day, unfortunately for me, he came earlier than I expected. So I was able to cover up that there was a key at the bank. That was the reason why I came late. But I didn't tell him. I didn't actually tell him because I knew the kind of dad he was. He would have either said, "You take school, could you take music?" Because there was actually a time in my life that you had to tell me, "See, what do you want to do? Is it that you want to go and do? If you know you want to go and learn an art, then you just take that money and go and put it there." So you don't get busy like that.
I think all parents are the same, talking about that thing. You can't say, I want to play football, and they'll be like,
But nowadays,
you draw tattoo, you make your
but
hair.
nowadays, they want to be a footballer. I will support you. Especially when they when they move to PSG, every parent wanted their child to be a footballer.
It's an African thing, but I think it is changing, and we would actually change it the more. We actually change because we have gotten to realize that everything is not about school. It is good to educate yourself. Education puts you ahead of others, but also
makes the way for you.
also education to put you behind.
Why do you
Most
say that?
people who are educated are actually not streetwise.
Let's not go there.
Just
Let's
put
not
the
go
book in
there.
my head, but and not, you get like sometimes they say did the university pass through you or you pass through the
I
university.
mean, them just
It should give you some wisdom actually.
thank God for Jesus in his life. I don't know what we'll be having on seat right now.
It should give you a boost, like go to school.
Thank God for Jesus in your life. That's it, right?
Okay, all right. So I think I like that. But now I just want to ask you that: how do you draw your inspiration? How do you when you write your songs? How do you get inspired? Because most people believe that okay, being a gospel artist, that you are expected to be inspired. Not you're
By the Holy
expected. It is
Spirit.
not true that you're inspired by the Holy Spirit. Something might just quicken you, like it just comes, and then you just start writing. So your own just comes like. He's around, there's a song go, okay, and then you're writing. Or it's just inspired by the Holy Spirit. How do you get your inspiration?
Okay, let me have to be careful answering this.
Okay.
Because so that people don't get to misunderstand. Now, I could remember a song that I wrote 2009 or 10.
Okay.
No, 2007. Good. 2007 July. I just came back from burying my father because he died in June 2007.
Okay.
And so, I was saying to myself in Igbo inside like, Elekwa, that is look at me, see what has happened, and that was how a song just pop out. Lekwe, 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 lemo. And I just wrote that down. You get, and I took it over to my guys. I said, see what I have. I sang the chorus. Okay, back then. Most of the times, if you brought the chorus, whoever is taking the first verse, the person that writes his verse himself. So as I brought that, everybody worked together, and then it came.
Yeah. Sometimes
It comes from my sleep. I just hear it in my sleep. I just wake up, record something fast, record what I get fast. You get, and probably later on start to fine-tune the stuff I got. Okay, sometimes I just sit down and say, okay, I probably like in class an idea comes, maybe something says write about jealousy, and then I just put it down. Okay, I'll write something about jealousy, and then later I'll start thinking about how will I fix, lyrics into the word jealousy. So it comes in different ways. I think
it was really a talent for just sit down and say, okay, jealousy, I was not much, I write about it, I put Bible inside, and I used to read those for crying. Okay, as a gospel artist, can you boldly say that when you're ministering as an artist, I mean, you like singing, you have that side, having another job side by side?
Okay.
Can you boldly say that one is not affecting the other?
Well, for now, it has not been affected.
But you've been into music for around 13 years?
Yes, 13 years, roughly 13 years.
And into medicine for how long?
That's 10 years now.
So
none. Have you balanced?
I'll get to that. Talking about job and being an artist, singing, there is no crashes because already one knows that this is
the passion,
the time you are going to have a performance to attend, a program you get. And the way I work for myself. I have my own mobile clinic, and so I can fashion out my time. Okay, I have something at so and so day, and I schedule my clinical rounds for another day, or do it before that day. Again, that's for job. But back in school, I must say yes, I got hit in school. Yes, I got hit very well. Like boost. I had to repeat twice.
Hey!
I repeated 300 to 400. 300 to 400.
Wow.
I could not make up the points because, I always thought, let me say, I was this kind of person that I could pick up my books, read,
and you're done.
And just blast. But
secondary school.
Not knowing that, the higher you go, the tougher it becomes. And the course is bulky. You get too many notes to read, and they will now bring something from the middle that you might skip.
Like you might have skipped.
So that was how the thing
studying.
came for me, and you know me, and the way we wrote
You're busy
exams,
singing.
you can't turn and ask anybody.
Hi.
So I was just there on my own, and you get like, I just told myself, guy, don't worry. We were good for us. We wrote receipts, but by then I'd gotten so affected without even knowing that my thinking faculty for books had already diminished. I didn't know.
Wow.
I didn't know it was that bad. So it was difficult for me too. So I had to go through that phase, and well, thank God, I'm
But
out.
that's for you. Talking about now, you have your own job. I mean, you run a mobile clinic.
Yeah.
What about people that work at paying jobs? You have to resume by 8 in the morning.
And then you
You leave by
about
6 or by 7, and you know that you don't want to leave music. What's your advice to them on how to maintain a balance so one doesn't affect the other?
Well, the best thing to do is to accept outings that will not affect
How?
what you're doing. For example, if you're going to have an outing and it is on Sunday, fine, perfect time. Most people are on
It's not
rest
even
on
about
Sunday.
the outing now. It's about the inspiration. You know, but there are times that you have to just sit down in a quiet place and really, really just get inspired, or just be alone and think about the whole thing. When it comes to a stage where you just to go for outings, at the point you run out of inspiration,
Yeah,
of ideas,
because you have too much.
because you have too much. So, what's your advice to people?
Well, if I'm going to advise those who are in it already,
Paying jobs.
it might actually be an elite advice.
Like, can I say that? Anyway?
But for those who are actually still coming in, it's still a very, very good advice you get. Start now to write and build up, you know, your brain to be able to,
I did it too.
yes, you get. Because I could remember in those days when we were being mentored, they would tell us, start writing songs, you get, but there'll be a time you don't have time to do this and that, you get. Well, we wrote songs, but, okay, that's on another level, you get. But still, those times you spend in writing songs, you're actually building yourself. The way I see it, I don't see it as the songs will still be relevant to you. I can remember some songs I wrote back then, they're not even as relevant as now, because every song has its time. You get, if you didn't, God gives ideas to everybody.
Yeah.
If you didn't drop the idea at a particular time
you
it is
got
needed,
Yeah.
if it expires, it's gone. It won't make any sense for you anymore.
Okay, all right, but
So-
Okay.
I think I'm very, I can, you've tried to actually balance it. Now, I actually want to go somewhere. You've mentioned one, the challenge you actually faced, music, and then your schooling and everything, your career in general. Now, what other challenges did you face? Because really, that's your 300, 400. It's huge.
It just simplifies.
Most people
all.
actually, definitely, I'm sure a lot of people wrote you off. Like at this, we said this, you know, now some people, especially Yoruba, she be also, when you know, go law school. I'm sure this happened after the demise of your father. Yeah. So what if your dad was alive? They would have killed you.
Like I told
Okay,
you.
so like, what other challenges did you face apart from that's your academical, but musically now in your career?
Finance,
Yeah. What?
Okay.
ideas.
Problem number one, everybody's problem, money. Everybody must face that problem.
Okay.
Matter we, even Jesus faced the problem. There was sometimes Jesus he had to tell Peter, go collect money from the
Pray
market.
for Jesus in your life.
You get. So money was actually the first problem.
Okay.
Then, second problem, acceptance. Having to be able to let people to accept R&B in Ibadan. You know Ibadan now.
I think I would say generally
No,
Nigeria.
the Ibadan kind of thing is the Alujo and the Fuji stores and those praise and worship kind of music. So at that particular time, it was very difficult to make them to be singing you. You know, sometimes they will like. Okay, I was the one who was always having this attack because I'm kind of a very active person. So when I'm singing, I was thinking like, bless the Lord. Oh, I saw. The guy is foaming. Like this guy is too proud. Like, oh my god. So I also challenges too. Then in school, when I had issues in school, it was said that every time you can't sing, blah 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 blah. I had just one friend who stuck to me that Dr. Kotie. I still best of friends to today. I was the only person that would tell me, Philip, see, me, I know you. Since I be book past me, you know book past me, but now you do yourself. You know the read. You didn't balance this whole thing. That's the reason why you're in this mess. You get. So, but after a while, I just did not care. It's my life.
So before we go, you said you do sing. You leave class to go and sing. Do you sing for money? You sing to get paid, or you sing because
it's a passion?
Just sing.
Well, as at that time, we actually not doing it for money.
Just doing it for the fun of it.
I could remember it was for the fun of it, but after a while, it just got obvious that there are some things that you actually needed money to take care of. I remember so much that sometimes I will suffer. You trek all long distance. You now go and sing, everybody will feel like,
and then I say, God bless you.
God bless you, brother.
God bless you. Now you start, you now trek and go back to your house.
Oh my goodness.
You know, have 1 naira at least, even if it was just like, okay, look for tea fare. And you can't just go and say, please, we don't have tea fare. You're bringing down your prestige, like, now. You can't go and say it. And even if you go and say it, well, it's getting better now. In those days, the pastor will just give you a long sermon of you don't ask for money for the gift that God gave you. The gift God gave you is for people
you don't monetize
use it to
bless people.
Let God bless you by himself. Oh my God.
No, he has gone through a lot.
Well, I understand that particular thing. I understand that. But before we let you go, I want you to talk about the defunct group now. You had a group, Bridges. I knew you guys were 4. I know Austin,
Samuel, Onyekade,
and myself. I know you were the major tenor singer.
The main man.
Yeah, I was tenor singer.
Tenor singer. Okay, so
Austin was treble. Onyeka was actually alto, bass. While Samuel was actually the higher octave alto. That's how.
Okay,
so what's the question?
Now the thing I just wanted to say, like, I just wanted to talk about it. Like, at a point, what led to you guys, is it breaking up now? To Spoke is splitting.
Okay.
If I actually want to use a grammar that's very, very bad, I say, what led to your defunctment? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. But what led to you guys? What led to you guys splitting?
Okay. I won't call that a split because we very much see one another.
Okay, sorry, before you go on, I know there was a particular song you guys recorded. I remember K Solo was your producer.
Yes.
What's the song? I can't remember.
That's Eshe Adupe.
Yeah, that song.
Tani Emi, there's one other one.
Okay.
Tani Emi.
Yes, I'm about who's fan of that particular song.
There was another one, Ebube.
Yeah. So what happened? Those are great songs. What happened?
Well, the thing is this: in life, you need to accept when there is growth to the next level. I wouldn't actually say we had a breakup. No, we didn't have a breakup. We just realized that we had to shift to something else. Now, Onyeka at that time, I use Onyeka because he was Onyeka, not Onyeka at now.
Okay.
So Onyeka at that time went for Project Fame.
Okay.
And his career got better. You get. Yeah. So we had to realize that just Onyeka who went to Project Fame. They won't come and take the whole group and say, you get, it is his career. Any good thing that comes from God. You don't have to beef it. You get. So we just had to agree that this guy has to level up. In fact, one of you levels up, he helps the other. Yeah, he's helping me so much. You get, he helps me a lot, gives me some connect, and you get. So that was the scenario. So everybody had to understand that this thing has to go off this phase to that level. So at that particular time, we just need that if everybody is not together, the group bridges is no more like we can't function individually like the bridges you get. So we just had to tell ourselves, everybody. But sometimes, at least we had plans this year of doing a song together. We actually did this song, but we have not pushed it out yet. And We have plans of doing concerts together. When you have a concert, to bring your guys together.
Well, for that concert, I wish you the very best.
Yeah, we do wish him the
We
very,
have
very
to let
best.
you go now.
But before he goes, he should do something for us. You
singing,
cannot just
Abi.
come and just. He's not here with his guitar. I'm actually not happy about that.
You can use the voice for us. At least
Okay,
it
so
seems
I'll give you the. Let me give you the strings. Ding 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 ding.
Anyone.
We get Dr. Phil's in this place. Ding 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 ding.
If you don't do this one, you go blow. You go, you know, say, Hausa song never blow yet for Nigeria like that. If you do
Just the only one for us.
Okay, just do something for us.
Quickly.
Okay, what should I do?
Any of your old songs?
Okay, let me do this song I actually wrote 2017, or is it 17? Okay, 17. 17? Yeah, 17. A friend of mine organized a concert where it was to bring made people from different parts of the industry, so that people could get connected. Like, you know, you see someone that you are looking up to. So I wrote that song, you know, for that program. It talks about Jesus being the reason why there was love. That was actually done during the Christmas period.
Okay.
So
Okay, do it
No, it
for
doesn't
us.
matter. We are getting close to Christmas anyway.
okay. All around the world, one thing is constant. Everybody wants to be loved. There are people right out there who have nothing, not one bread. Let us start it all from here. Show somebody love. Yeah, yeah. Now waste time, let's celebrate. Hold somebody, show them love. Tell the world that Jesus Christ is the reason we love. Yeah, yeah. Oh, all around the world, one thing is constant. Everybody wants to be loved. There are people right out there who have nothing, not one bread. Let us start it all from here. Reason to love. Now it's time, let's celebrate. Hold somebody, show them love. Tell the world that Jesus Christ is the reason we love. If we live Phillip, we will keep going. It's time, let's celebrate. Hold somebody, show them love.
Hallelujah, church.
Tell the world that Jesus Christ is the reason we love.
Hallelujah.
Oh!
Yes, we
Yes,
love.
sir. Yes, sir.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Oh my God, I got that part when you say Oshakon.
Yeah,
I got that
exactly.
part.
He's the reason.
Third singer. It was really great having you.
Mr. Fields, that was
Honestly.
great. You see my
It was-
twenty see enter to
Thanks for the
you.
compliment.
It was
Where was
really
not having
on
you
and on.
around? It was not having. Thank you for coming around. Thank you.
Just go to the studio and just be playing that your thing.
My
Tin, tin, tin.
Okay.
That's an advice I can. Alright, we have to go now. And when we get back from those break, we're going straight to our top 10 countdown from akanandco.com. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.